Hey, what's going on, everybody? I apologize if I look a little tired. I just got back from a super fun weekend. I went to go see my friend up in Clayton, Georgia, but I decided to take a little detour over to Duluth, Georgia to Toylanta. Toylanta is a big toy show. It's kind of in the Atlanta area. I think I started in Atlanta. They moved out to Duluth to the Gas South Arena. It's like an arena convention center. Really cool space and a really cool show. So I drove up there and man, I apologize. I look like I'm high. If you are from Georgia, you know the pollen down here is really bad, and you can probably even hear it in my voice. But yeah, we're suffering with the springtime. But I had a really good weekend. I'm super tired, but I wanted to show you what I found and a lot of the things I looked at, a lot of good stuff. So going into the show, I was thinking, is there anything I'm actively looking for? I mean, there's some of my goals I mentioned in previous videos. The Ghostbusters Firehouse is one of the ones I'm on the lookout. And if anything's caught my eye, but I was thinking mainly I'll just go and look around and see what's going on. A lot of toy tubers are going to be there that I was excited to see. And just to have fun and see what was there. And I thought maybe if I don't buy anything, that I'll have that money I can put towards other things. I'm looking at the Mondo soft vinyl Ninja Turtle figures. I have the Street Shark on pre-order right now. I'm thinking about jumping into like the Super Shredder and maybe the Turtles. I don't know. I'm really hoping they make a Muckman. That's the one I really want. But it's like, hey, if I don't spend any money, that's more money I can put towards some of that. But let's take a look at this footage and let's see what I find. What's going on, everybody? So I traveled up from Augusta, Georgia today up to Duluth, Georgia to go to Toylanta. They opened at 11, I think, maybe 10 for like the early birds. But it's about 1 o'clock now. Hopefully there's still some toys left over for me. Let's go check it out.
What's up, man?
You're on film, man.
Hey.
You're on Toymanoids.
Yes, welcome. Hey, what's going on? Toymanoids and Lester's Poses right here. Just spending mad money. I only came here for one thing, and look what I got.
He's roadblock, but not roadblock.
Yeah. Like
He's awesome.
Roblox's daddy or somebody.
That's cool. Man, that's awesome.
But
What else you got?
I think I have this guy.
All right.
I can't remember.
Those they're good for customs, though, right? You can take them all
They
apart,
all
switch
kind of,
them
they
out.
got bare body parts in there as well. They can switch around.
All right.
So,
You got VIP. Look at that.
oh yeah. I had to get that.
It has the character on there.
Mm-hmm.
So a friend of mine who also lives here in Augusta, Georgia, and you can find him on Instagram and his other socials, Illustrious Posers, had messaged me. He was going to be there as well. He had got up there early, so he was there for the right when the doors opened. He messaged today, the lines are long. I hope you got your ticket already. But it got me excited. I was driving up. I got there about 1 o'clock. I think the doors opened for like everybody at 11. If you like had the VIP or the early bird, you can get in there earlier. But by the time I got there, it was the perfect timing for me. I walked in, there was no line. I was able to go up and get my badge. You always kind of wonder, like, did I miss out on something really cool? But I don't think I did. I think I'm good. And if I don't know, then it doesn't hurt. And still had plenty of stuff there. There's so much good stuff to look at. And I think I kind of caught it right when maybe people were getting lunch because it wasn't busy. I mean, there was people there, but it wasn't like so crowded you couldn't look. So I love that because I'm not a crowd person. So I was able to really get in there and enjoy myself and kind of walk around and get into every booth. But it was good to see Illustrious Posers up there, and he got some really cool stuff. And he does a lot of toy photography, and he shoots a lot of things like Mythic Legions and a lot more of like the detailed action figures and stuff. Where I think I tend more towards like the kind of more cartoony toy-esque vintage side, but I think I do want to get more into maybe some of the detailed figures here and there. Not, I won't go crazy with it, but I do appreciate a lot of those figures and the articulation and the detail. So I've been looking at a few Mythic Legion figures. I have a Cosmic Legions figure now. He's like the Manny Faces tribute type figure, and he's really cool. So I've been looking I looked over the weekend, and there were some I almost pulled the trigger on. You'll see in the video I was looking at them, but I had another thing in mind that you'll see coming up.
You do get free shipping if you're... Those guys, I mean, the guys upstairs, it's just... I'd seen the... Alright, thanks. Some from the website, I swear they went to charge me like $15 shipping one, and I was like... And that's what I was talking to him about. I was like, hey, let me be a wholesaler. And cool, because I can spread your all's name and I can get it to people in person. Same thing with the shoes. I mean, the shoes cost so much already. And I feel like a lot of people want to hold it, see it. This is their back of muscle bars. Screw neck. So it's Vinny's screw neck. It's a screw neck.
I know we're taking
Good. How are you doing?
Doing all right. So this booth here was a lot of fun. I'm definitely gonna check out their YouTube. He mentioned they have Toxic Crusaders animations that they have done. But the booth was really cool. You saw like the photo I got with the little skeleton mascot. So yeah, I thought it'd be pretty cool to check them out. And I like the little flyer here. It's pretty cool. You can scan that QR code if you want and see what they got.
Nowadays, you can only afford figures. Sitting in the box.
That's $250. That's a new model.
talents. We've got WWE Hall of Famer and superstar of screens big and small, from Godzilla to Spider-Man, John Anderson. Writer and producer of some of your favorite G.I. Joe and Transformers Turtles movie, Ernie Reyes Jr. and Paige Turco. And they're known as Donatello Power Level. Up there you'll see superb cosplayers, indie filmmakers, authors of the hottest toy guide selling today, and famous YouTubers as well. Check it out now as soon as you can. Only at Toylanta, Georgia's greatest toy store.
How you doing today?
Doing good.
Are they hard to find, the ones from the 1990s, the movie looking ones? They're a little bit darker. They used to have them at Walmart, Target.
I am not 100% sure. I don't know. Now, I'll get these, but they're the same. Oh, yeah, that.
What's your best questions?
For like 25 each.
So that part's not going to look as, you know. So that is, it's considered online. Now we do know what the face looks like. So the face is going to be, you know, still when it opens up, it should be very much that.
I know where that every time I see something on yeah, no, I mean, it's reasonable. I don't have one.
Xbox One there's two games. 2015 Battlefront and 2017.
It didn't open.
It's hollow, but it's
Yeah. Wildcat and Wally, what, the two together?
Yeah.
Or 200? Oh.
Yeah.
I just need the one.
Yeah. That's a problem. I still want to cancel the other one usually. Yeah.
Yeah. They got a couple of good toy stores in Memphis.
Oh, do they?
One called 901 Comics. And they got two of these stores.
Oh, wow.
And they got one called Fat Kid Collector. They're pretty good.
Really? Okay. So we have Cyberzoic. This is our own IP. And we created these armies for a dinosaur to fight the dragons, right? So Cyberzoic takes place on Gaia 2, and we have these armor units for dinosaurs. This is a Kilometer Raptor with the Razor armor. You take it off and it transforms into this guy. And these armors are sentient. So while they're on the dinosaur, they can control the dinosaur. And then he also comes with this drone you can see on his leg here. That drone comes off and it transforms theoretically into this guy right here, Dietrich. And you can see him down here flying by this tree. Then we also have the Allosaurus here with the Dragon Slayer unit, the most powerful unit in the arsenal right now that we have out with Argentina.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. People getting the bone collector, like, I don't want to fix it.
I knew a lot of toy tubers are going to be up there. Geek Dad Life he's up there. I did not see him, unfortunately. I did get to see the Toy Anxiety crew, Jacob and Craig from Toy Anxiety. Yes, have some. They have both of those shows on YouTube. Got a photo with them. Got to meet some of their fans. They're on YouTube. It's like we're in the chats and stuff. And it was funny. It's like I introduced myself as like, hey, I'm Steven. And then later on, I was like, yeah, on YouTube, I'm Toymanoids. It's like, oh yeah, Toymanoids. You should have, that's what we recognize your name as. So it was kind of cool. I got to see Turtle Chris. He hangs out with the Not Another Retro channel, NARC crew, which he's from Texas. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. I didn't expect to see him out here. I think he might have been out there with one of the booths. There's another couple from Texas. Let's see. I think I have their info here. There's a couple. I've seen them on YouTube before. They have a really incredible collection in their house. And, Take Me Home Tonight. Yeah, there's their card. Aaron and Becky. I saw Aaron walking around on the show floor, and then I saw at the table, Becky was working the table, and she was very, very nice. I talked to her for a good while. And they have a really cool collection. They're selling some good stuff. But if you can find them on YouTube, I know 80s Toy Rock, Burf shot a video kind of doing a tour of their house, and their collection is incredible. It's like just really nicely displayed, and I mean, it's good stuff. I mean, it's definitely worth a watch. And I saw a lot of other familiar faces, like, hey, I've seen them around or seen them on YouTube. Big Dub, as I was leaving, he was also going out to his car. I got to speak to him a little bit. All super nice people, and it's fun to hear what they're looking for, what they found. I did several rounds on the show floor, and kind of see what, I wanted to catch what everything was there before I kind of committed to anything. And they had a big show floor downstairs. They had a big room, and they also had an upstairs that had several rooms you can go into, which I didn't expect. I thought, hey, is this the only thing? And people were saying, no, there's an upstairs. And I was like, wow. So I thought maybe like specialty people with some tables I saw up there, some cosplay people and stuff like that. But no, each in front of all those tables and stuff, there's other rooms that are back in there. And there's a lot of good stuff. Sometimes I'm like, hey, you're gonna find like every toy ever made at these toy shows, and that's not always the case. Like, there's some things I'm surprised I didn't see. Like I've been collecting biker mice recently. I didn't see anything biker mice. No, I did see some biker mice. There's a couple pieces, but there wasn't in the abundance I would imagine in my mind. I thought I'd see maybe more Mad Balls. I saw some Mad Balls, but they're getting out a huge amount. I don't know. It's sometimes like you imagine these shows in your mind what they're gonna be, and there's no way it could ever live up to the hype of what your imagination can run away with. But there's a lot of good stuff there. There's always definitely something. But that leads me into one of my goals I was looking for. My main thing is like, hey, I'm gonna look around for a Ghostbusters firehouse. That's been one of my goals for the year. So let me do it around everywhere. Let me see if I can find that, get a price on it, and see what happens. So I've been looking around. I pinpoint certain things. Hey, I might come back for that. I might come back for that. Mythic Legions definitely kind of captured my attention this time. They had a big display there. Several like really cool figures, some exclusives. It's like maybe this is when I jump into Mythic Legions. I don't know, or caught some Cosmic Legion stuff. So that was on my maybe. I saw some Attack the Killer Tomato figures. I put that kind of on the maybe. I thought that'd be kind of cool to pick up. You don't find them a lot, and they usually run pretty high. So I found some I thought were decently priced. I thought for sure I would see several firehouses. Now that it'd probably be various prices and various degrees of like, are they complete, or they're how like beat up are they? But throughout the entire show, I only saw one, and it was at a store I like a lot. They also have a YouTube channel, Second Chance Toys. They're located in Atlanta. They have a store. It's a really cool store. But they had the firehouse. I'm like, hey, is that complete? And like, yeah, it's complete. I'm like, oh man. I was like, and it was still, when I saw it, I'd only probably been there just a little while. It's like, if I were to get it, could I just leave it up there? And it's like, yeah, but I was like, before I even commit, let me, walk around some more and let me think about it. And they had it marked at I thought a decent price. Like, I was like, I don't know. I have to go check my comps. Later on, I'll go and see what it sells for. So I did get a chance to sit down. I looked it up, see what it sells for, and what they had it priced at. It wasn't bad. It wasn't the lowest price I saw it sold for. But this thing was complete. And you have to consider too, it's there. Like, I don't have to worry about shipping, or is it gonna break or get lost? Or I'm gonna take it home in hand. It's gonna be safe. So there's also that. You weigh that into the factor of it. So after a few hours of walk around, I think I was like, I'm gonna wrap it up. I think I've seen everything. I've had a lot of fun. And I said, what's the thing I want to take home? And I went back to that firehouse. I said, let me go down there and let me see if there's any wiggle room on that price. If you could just come down just a little bit, that would make me feel right about it. So I went down there and I'm like, hey, the firehouse, any wiggle room at all? I'm like, yeah, we can take it down. I'm like, oh man, they gave me a price. I'm like, yep, let's do it. So they pulled the firehouse down off the top shelf, and I walked out with a Ghostbusters firehouse, the real Ghostbusters firehouse. And man, I was excited. That's one of my goals for the year. I think I pretty much marked off everything I'd set out to get for the year. So I think I'm done. I'm gonna have to make a new list here of what I'm looking for. The whole show was a good time. I'm glad I went and got to see everything. And I'm looking for a lot of sellers I talked to are gonna be at Joe Fest. So it'll be cool to see them here again. And maybe in Joe Fest, I get to spend more time just kind of walk around and like doing some of the after hours, like the toy swap and all that, and just engage with more of the collectors and the fans. It's pretty cool to hang out with them. So after I left the toy show, I headed up to Clayton, Georgia to see my friend J. Seymour Productions. He used to live here in Augusta. We used to make movies and just hang out and do a lot of fun stuff. But he moved up to Clayton, Georgia. He actually had moved to Atlanta because he was doing a lot of acting. He still does it. He's been like background actors in like The Walking Dead. He was recently in Saturday Night. He was one of you can see him in some of the scenes with the audience and stuff like that. But it was really cool to go up to Clayton, Georgia and see him. I'd never been up there before. It's close to Tallulah Falls, and there's a gorge up there, a lot of camping. It was a lot more to do up there than I had anticipated. But we're both big movie fans, and he gifted me this book here. It's the Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula, the novel. official movie edition. I thought that was really cool. But we got to hang out and watch the movies and had a good time. Now on the way back home, I'm always wanting to see like other places, like their Targets and their Walmarts, like how they kind of match up to what I have here in Augusta. So there's a lot of back roads that was taking me to that was actually the fastest route, but from Clayton to Augusta, it's kind of like you go through a lot of smaller towns, stuff like that. But I passed by a lot of Walmarts, and there were a couple I'm like, I'm gonna stop in, I'm gonna see what they got. And the first couple, it was like they had the kind of stuff that we have here. It's like, okay. But there was one last one. It's actually one that's close to Augusta. It's in Thompson, Georgia. I was about 20 minutes away from home. I'm like, let me stop this last one. So I could use a stretch. So let me run in there. And they'd moved their toy section from where it normally was. I'm like, oh, maybe that's a good sign that, they are moving things around. Everything's kind of new. So I get in the toy section and I find some stuff. I get some stuff that I've been on the hunt for, as far as some of the newer figures. So let's check those out. The first thing I see that is what I was looking for was the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the Mega Mutant, but he's like a smaller version, and he's like has the new gimmick where they can mix and match parts on there. But I like this character a lot, and I like knowing there's a version that's just a lot smaller. I have the big one over here, but I thought this looked really cool, and I can't wait to open them up and check them out. And if you want to see a review on that, check out my shorts. I'll have a review when I open them up, and I'll put them in all the different poses and just swap out some pieces. I need to rewatch the cartoon. I watched it when it first came out. I'm not as familiar. I don't remember this character. But there's a Mechazoid 03. Thought he was really cool. And I like his little bot here, a mini mech. He's really cool. And you can swap all the parts on him as well. And some of the newer figures that are coming out with these guys is you have the armored turtles. I do remember that in the cartoon. When they were fighting all the different mechs, they had built them some armor to help them fight all those robots. But yeah, I was definitely on the hunt for this one. I didn't even really know this guy was out until I saw him. Like, he's really cool. Then down in their Transformers section, I always kind of look around. They had this guy on clearance. This is the studio series. I think he's kind of like, that's the movie, but he looks as close as you can get right now to the movie version of Bumblebee. And what a price, unlucky. $6.66, but normally I think these are like $25 or so, $20. But yeah, definitely I couldn't pass him up. I like Bumblebee a lot, and for that price, I'm not gonna say no. And then one more clearance item, and it's something I already have, but the price was good, and I like having extra pieces because I like to shoot photos and stuff using all the different parts. And I have one that's all complete, and this I don't have to worry about complete. I can just take the little parts and move them around to do my photos and not have to worry about how to set things up. But let me show you this. Quit talking about it and I'll show you. But I grabbed another Mutant Mayhem Turtle lair, and you can see on the back here there's a lot of cool stuff. But I think I just want to take this top part of the street and just keep that separate from the sewer part, because I like to use this a lot for setting up figures. But if I have that where it's ground level, I could put it next to, like the Ghostbuster, the firehouse. I can put that next to it and make it look like it's part of the city. It's just neat to have them in components where you can kind of move them around. But yeah, it was only $30, marked down from $80. And I thought that was a pretty good price. I think it's a really cool place. It's one of the ones I use a lot. If you look at my Instagram, you'll see a lot of my photos, and you'll see that used quite often. But yeah, there it is. And you have the ghost containment unit. I need to look it up and see how this all kind of goes together. Like, this opens up here, and I think you can put ghosts in there as what the purpose is. After I get up here, I'm probably gonna watch a video and see everything it does. It opens up. But yeah, really cool. I'm almost kind of afraid to open the doors. I don't want to mess anything up. The doors open up. And the thing is, I was kind of hoping they would make a like a retro re-release of this. I don't know if that they're gonna do that or not. So I was okay getting this one and getting it in my collection. Like I don't have to have the vintage, the original, but I love this stuff. So if this is my only chance of getting one, yeah, I'm definitely gonna jump on it. And this is definitely one of Wonderful Wow. But yeah, you have the inside there. I'm super excited. I mean, not only Ghostbusters, I'll be taking photos inside of here for lots of things. You can put a lot of different scale figures in here. I think it looks pretty cool. There we go. We have the elevator here. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't even know what all it does. Like, I assume that probably locks the elevator. I know you can pour slime down in here and have it drip through. That'd be a fun thing I might want to try. But yeah, super excited. Super excited to have this in my collection. Now I need to find a place to where to put it. I don't know where it's going to display at. So it would definitely be replacing something for the time being. And how do I want to display it? I mean, this is obviously the way I would think, because I could put figures in here and have them all hanging out. But the front's super cool too. Just now, I started playing with this. I'd actually had completed my video, shooting the video, and I went back and I was playing. I'm like, let me go back and show this, because I thought this was pretty cool. I never knew this. So this piece here fits on top. So you can put the ghost inside of here. So I have a little ghost here. You put him in. And this little big piece here pops on there. And you slide the whole thing. And he drops in. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then you can slide that back. It's a lot easier when you have more than one hand to do it. There he goes. Yeah. And then, yeah, the ghost is in there. The light is green, the trap is clean. And then that just fits right in here, I believe. That's where it sits. I'm super excited to have it, though. But there you go. I feel like I've rambled on for long enough. I hope you all have enjoyed my trip to Toylanta and my pickups for the entire weekend. So if you enjoy this content, give me a like and a subscribe, because I have more of this type of stuff coming. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.